So today we're featuring the GoldenEye solution brought to us by our partners at Kopin. The GoldenEye is essentially a computer that actually sits on your head and ties to the 4G LTE network, allowing for content to be sent to you over the low latency network. We're going to actually show a demo here that actually gives a good representation of where the Kopin fits in, especially into the public safety space. So I'll go ahead and actually cue up the Kopin using my voice. Public safety. So the Kopin device actually just allows you to use your voice to control it. You never have to use your hands. So if you are a public safety officer, you're riding your Segway or a bicycle, or if you're in a mounted situation, you never have to actually take your hands off the reins, the bike handles, or the controls of the Segway. Toggle bandwidth. Command Core Mobile. So what we're seeing here on this display is the same thing I'm actually seeing in this Ocular. This Ocular is actually giving me about a 15-inch screen display that allows me to view events in my space. I'm actually moving my head around to control it, so the gyros in the back of the GoldenEye are actually fully utilized, allowing your head to then become your mouse. View Event 1. As a public safety officer, I can actually have events sent to me from a remote command post telling me about events that are happening around me. And in this case, we actually have a child that went missing. The name's Ben Walker, and I have some of his information as well as the last section he was seen in. Previous. Previous. I can now start tying into cameras that are actually around the convention space and start looking for the child myself. Or cameras can actually start cueing me, or if they have a remote control command center, they can actually cue me in as well. View Camera 1. So what I'm doing now is I'm tying into the camera that you see mounted above the television. Now this camera is actually giving us a very, very good view, and I can actually control this camera just by using my voice commands. Level 2. Pan right. Pan right. Tilt up. So all of the PZT functionality that we have in cameras today that we usually control from a command center using our voice, I can actually control from the GoldenEye. Other applications for the GoldenEye exist in the medical space as well too. Previous. 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 Quit application. Medical assist. If I was an EMT and I was in the field and I ran across a situation where I wasn't quite sure how to possibly probably triage a patient, I could then draw to this medical assistant and pull down information from the internet. This GoldenEye also has provisions for a camera to be added on to the side of it that will allow for me to actually send a stream back to a doctor who may be at a treatment facility or treatment center who could actually give me better guidance as to how to treat a patient. Window close. Go to top. In the space of field services and also in the auto industry for auto mechanics, I can actually pull up content. I can pull up content that can actually better allow me to work on vehicles if I'm actually not sure, or if I have my hands greasy and I have tools in my hands, I can actually remotely pull up documents or pull down documents from the cloud using the Verizon 4G LTE network that will allow me to repair a vehicle and get it back to into a running shape. Check electronics. Oil pressure light. View schematic. The ability to view schematics roaming around using my head as a cursor actually adds in a great feature that allows for hands-free utilization while I'm actually still working on a vehicle. Window close. Go to top. The GoldenEye also has provisions for playing back movies and demonstrations, so if I'm actually in a situation where I need to view an actual device going back together or I need to pull down a video feed, I can actually do that utilizing a low latency network. This is the GoldenEye solution brought to you by Kopin.